Hi everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I've made it out on a really blustery day to Bedruthan Steps here in North Cornwall. An absolutely amazing location and some fantastic rock formations in the sea, but it's very windy. So I'm here with a family for a quick afternoon stroll along the coastal path. They've actually given up and gone back to the tea room at the National Trust property there, and hopefully we'll be enjoying a nice warm cup of tea while I'm here blustering myself in this pretty much really enjoyable conditions, apart from obviously the strong wind. Taken several compositions along my stroll, and as you can tell the wind is really strong, and yeah, I think it's time to head back for my cup of tea and scone. So I'm out my bit of a road trip with the family still in North Cornwall, and made it over to the tin mines near St Agnes, and a fantastic sunset picture this will be. However, I've really not got the time to stick around for sunset, unfortunately, as we've made a quick stop here, grabbed some dinner in St Agnes and made it down here, had a quick bite to eat, and then obviously run up the mountain on the opposite side to obviously look over towards the classic shot of these tin mines. Yeah, really interesting history around this area, obviously mining for tin, and obviously the Victorian wheel houses and the obviously chimneys as well, quite dotted around all of this area, working out really quite interesting. So I'll admit I made a mistake. I've actually come up the wrong side where I wanted to. I wanted to actually be a lot closer. However, I made a choice of which side to come up on the path, and yeah, made out the wrong choice. However, though, it might have actually played into my favour, or at least that's what I'm trying to convince myself in, because coming to this side, I'm able to now take a bit of a better view of the whole of the tin mine rather than being up close, because from this vantage point I'm able to look across to the wheelhouse and obviously one of the chimneys, and obviously a second wheelhouse and the other workings up on the top of the side of the cliff edge here as well. And I think that's actually working out a lot nicer than being slightly closer. So yeah, that's my little bit of a justification for that one. But hey ho, I wish I probably would have been over there as well, but not got the time to run back down and run back up the other side. So for the composition that I'm looking at here, I'm using some of the rocks that I've got in the foreground keeping the camera on f11, ISO 100, 1/50th of a second is the shutter speed, however bracketing one stop either side, just so I've got that dynamic range to play around with when I come back to post-production. Yeah, hopefully it will work out really quite nice. I love the leading line of the bay here and the cliff edges, sort of leading round to the left, and obviously with the tin mine as well, and then obviously the foreground with these lovely sort of jagged rocks in the foreground, working out really quite well. I'm probably going to swap over now to my long lens, the 70-300, just to pick out a little bit more detail, because there's some lovely side light that's creating onto the actual side of the main sort of wheelhouse and chimney here. So yeah, quickly do that one, and then that'll probably be me for this location. So that proved really good as a sunset location, and unfortunately can't stay there for the actual setting of the sun, but that side light on the actual mine itself was really interesting. So I'm trying to hot foot it back down to the car, and met a fellow photographer up there. So Tony, great to meet you, great little chat. Sorry I couldn't stick around, but as I mentioned, I left the car keys with the wife, so she's about to drive off and leave me, so I needed to obviously hot foot it down. But what an amazing location, one that I would love to come back to, love to shoot again. So that's if I make it down this little rocky path in one piece, that is. But I think these little vlogs, when I was at Bedruthan Steps the other day, I went out to Land's End that I went to earlier today, that I've taken some images. So I'm kind of making a mishmash of a vlog for this one, of several little locations, but really enjoyable nevertheless. And hopefully you have enjoyed these sort of 4 locations, or 5, can't really remember now. But yeah, if you have enjoyed it, as normal, please let us know, leave us a comment, give us a thumbs up if you have enjoyed it, and until next time, take care.